Hello again, this is Melissa Cross presenting for my grad school class, Grand Canyon University. This week we're going to be talking about 3 different eye conditions and corrective measures for each. So I chose these lovely glasses because this is what we're going to be talking about. So the first condition that we're going to be talking about is called emmetropia. Emmetropia is the condition of the normal eye. So the light actually comes in through the cornea right here, which is this outer layer here. And then we have the inner layer here, which is the lens. And then in between that we have the iris, which is the colored portion of the eye. In the middle of the iris is actually just a hole, which is the pupil. That's where all the light is being let in. So we have an object in this picture. It's going to be this E. If it is light enough out, our eye will take the light and project it through that pupil to the back of our eye at a region called the retina. So there's this back region here, and this is where our eye receives those light signals. They translate them into electrical signals, and then they get sent out to the brain, out to the thalamus, by the optic nerve that is in this back section here. We'll see that in later pictures. Out to the thalamus, which then translates it to the occipital lobe, which deals with our vision. Then they'll send back those signals almost instantaneously as a picture, because obviously you're taking things in, you're seeing things, so it happens as an instantaneous process. In this case, for emmetropia, again, this is normal vision, so there is no corrective measures that need to be taken, as there's no blurriness. The parallel nature of the light to the eye hits exactly where it needs to at the back of the retina. And we'll see what happens when that is not the case in the next few slides. So in this case, we're going to be talking about myopia. So myopia is actually nearsightedness. So as the name suggests, people with myopia can see clearly up close. So this is the condition where the eyeball is actually too long or the lens is too strong and the light source is focused in front of the retina rather than exactly on the retina, which is this yellow portion back here. So when we take in the light, it goes parallel here. And then as it comes in through the pupil, our lens is too strong. So this lens right here is pretty thick. It almost distorts the picture, and it converges the light source so that it hits right before the retina, causing faraway images or faraway objects, faraway light sources to be blurry. So a near light source is focused on the retina without accommodation. So like I'm sitting in front of my computer right now, I can see everything up close, everything's nice and crystal clear, but in my case, if I look far out and I'm not wearing my glasses, text can be blurry for me. I can still see colors, but faces sometimes are blurry, things of that nature. And this is because either my eyeball is too long or my lens for my eye is too strong, and the faraway images, the light is not hitting the back of my retina properly. So to correct this, like I mentioned, I wear glasses. The best option for correcting this is a concave lens. So the concave lens allows the light to be diverged further so that it actually hits the back of the eyeball and it hits that retina. Because that retina has two types of photoreceptor cells. It has cones and it has rods. So the cones allow us to see different colors. We have red, yellow, and blue cones. They allow us to see all the different colors that we can see throughout the whatever we see. And then we have rods. So rods usually only pick up things in grayscale, whites, blacks, grays, things of that nature. They also help us with our night vision. They help us see shadows. So rods are actually more numerous than cones are, and they are in that retina portion. So in this orange portion back here, okay, and those are the things that are connected to synapses, and they will convert those light rays into electrical impulses that get sent to the brain via the optic nerve, which is this large bundle right here. So a concave lens is going to, just like the picture shows, is going to take in the parallel light source. It's going to go through our lens for our eye, and then it's actually going to diverge the light rays out further. This allows the light rays to travel further and hit where it needs to at the back of the eye instead of being just short as in this first picture up here. This can come in the form of eyeglasses or contacts, or something called LASIK, and I'll get to that after we talk about the second condition. So another condition that we can have is called hyperopia, and this is farsightedness. So again, as the name implies, this is where individuals can see images at far distances with no problem, but they have trouble seeing up close. So in this case, the eyeball is either too short or the lens is too weak. And the image, instead of being focused in front of the retina this time, it's going to be focused behind the retina, which causes the up close pictures or objects to be blurry. So again, a far light source is focused on the retina without accommodation. And there are a couple ways that this can be fixed as well. So again, just like in myopia, eyeglasses and contacts are a way to fix this, but instead of a concave lens, we are now going to have a convex lens. So a convex lens allows the light, the parallel light rays that are coming in, to be converged at a focal point at the back of the eye. So in this case up here at top, the lens is too weak and it actually converges the light at a distance that is too far from the retina. It puts the image behind the retina. But in this case, with our corrective lenses, it allows the light rays to be converged before it even hits the lens of the eye, and it allows the image to be displayed onto the retina so that those cones and those rods can pick up the light rays, convert them to those signals, and send them back to the thalamus and the occipital lobe. So eyeglasses and contacts with that convex lens can improve this condition, as well as, again, LASIK. So LASIK is actually a procedure. It's a surgical procedure that takes lasers and it changes the shape of this portion of the eye right here. So this is the cornea. This is the outer layer of the eye. So it'll change the cornea to almost mimic what an eyeglass or a contact would do if they needed it. So if we have hyperopia and we need a convex lens because our eyeball is too short, then in this case they would change the structure of that cornea to mimic a convex lens so that when the light rays come in through the eye, they are converged before they even hit our lens so that the image can be displayed onto the retina so that there is no blurriness. And that's about it for this presentation. I used the textbook for my resources. Thank you again for listening. Have a lovely day.